Okay, welcome to my channel Maths with Mohanty sir. Children, today let us discuss few application questions on HCF and LCM from the chapter Real Number based on Euclid's division lemma. Okay, so these questions are generally coming in the board examination. So let me discuss one by one. Okay, so the first question is, suppose find the smallest number. Find the smallest number which leaves remainders 8 and 12. That means we do not know what is the smallest number. It is given that the smallest number leaves remainders 8 and 12 when divided by 28 and 32. So what does it mean? It means what is the smallest number which if you divide by 28 will give you remainder 8, and if the same smallest number is divided by 32 it gives us remainder 12. So what is that smallest number? How to get it? Now to get the smallest number which when divided by 28 and 32 will leave remainder 8 and 12 respectively. So what we will do? First we take the LCM of these two. Okay, take the LCM of these two. Now LCM of 28 and 32 find out by prime division method. Suppose 28 32 divided by 2 it is 14, it is 16, divided by 2 it is 7, it is 8. Now you multiply the common factors and the non-common factors to get the LCM. So it will be 2 into 2 into 7 into 8. You multiply this, it will be 224. So see, 224 is the LCM of these two numbers. Now the question is, how to get the smallest number? See, it is given that the smallest number when divided by 28 and 32 leaves remainder 8 and 12. So as the remainders are 8 and 12, so first you find sum of the remainders. You see, sum of remainders. Sum of two remainders is how much? Let us find out. Sum of two remainders will be 8 plus 12, that is 20. Now if this sum of remainder is subtracted, if you subtract the sum of the two remainders from the LCM, you will get the required smallest number, which when divided by 28 and 32 will definitely leave remainder what? 8 and 12. That means, therefore, the smallest number, you see, so the smallest number will be equal to 224 minus 20, that is 204. Now to confirm, let us confirm that this is the smallest number which when divided by 28 and 32 leaves remainder 8 and 12 respectively. Let us check, let us verify whether our answer is correct or not. Okay, so now you can check your answer. Say 204 divided by 28, you see. Now put here 7, 7 8 is 56, 5 190, you see. 14 minus 6 is 8, you see. What is the remainder? The remainder is 8. If we divide this smallest number by 28, it is giving us remainder 8. Now, let us divide the same number 204 by the next number, that is 32. Okay. So, let us put 6. 6 2 is 12, carry 1, you see. 4 minus 2 2, 10 minus 9 is 1. Just see. So, what did you see? We saw that this is the smallest number. The smallest number is 204, which when divided by 28 gives us remainder 8, and when divided by 32 gives us remainder 12. Okay, so the the smallest number will be 204. So I hope you understood how to solve question number 1. Let me discuss another question. Suppose you are given another question like this. Suppose you are given, find the smallest number which when increased. Which when increased? What is the smallest number? We do not know. We have to find out. It is given that if this smallest number is increased by 7, if the smallest number is increased by 7, then it will be exactly divisible by 520 and 468. You see. So what is the smallest number which when increased? That means if the smallest number is increased by 17, then only it will be exactly divisible by the two numbers 520 and 468. So as it is exactly divisible and we want to find the smallest number, first we have to find the LCM of these two. Take the LCM. See, take the LCM of 520 and 468. Okay, so how to find out? Follow the division method. 460, let us see. Now 2, it is 2 to 60, then 2, 3, 4, then again you divide it by 2, it will be 130, it will be 117. Yes, then you divide it by another prime number 13. 13 is your 1310 is 139. 39 is 117, 1310 is 130. So these are the common factors and these are the non-common factors. Multiply them to get the LCM. Therefore, so the LCM will be 2 into 2 into 13. 2 into 2 into 13 into 10 into 9. So you see it is 52. 52 into 10 it is 520 into 9, 900, 92, 18 carry 1. It is 4680. 4680 is the LCM of these two numbers. Now the question is we have to find that smallest number which when increased. You see, if the number increases by 17, then it becomes divisible by these two numbers. So as the number increases by 17, so that 17 must be subtracted from the LCM. If you subtract that number which increases by 17, that means if you subtract 17 from this number, you will get the required what? Smallest number. Therefore, smallest number will be equal to, you see, therefore the smallest number is 4680 minus 17. It will be 3646. 4663. This will be the required smallest number. Which when, because you see, if you add 17 to it, you see, if you add 4663, that means if you add 17 to this number, you will get this number, and this number 4680 will be completely divisible by 520 and 400. I mean exactly divisible. This 4680 is exactly divisible. You see, find the smallest number which will increase by 17. As it increases by 17, so that 17 must be subtracted from this number. So this will be the required smallest number, okay, which when increases by 17 will be exactly divisible by 520 and 468. So in this way you will solve this type of question, okay. Let me discuss another question. See, suppose you are given a question, see question number 3, find the greatest number. Here we have to find greatest, not smallest. Find the greatest number which divides. Find the greatest number which divides 615 and 963. These two numbers. What is the greatest number that will divide these two? That will divide these two means that is the divisor. Which is the greatest? Which greatest number will divide these two? That means we have to find the divisor. Okay. So, which is the greatest number that will divide 615 and 963, leaving remainder 6 in each case? That means if 615 and 963 are divided by that greatest number, then in each case the remainder is 6 as per the question. So what is that greatest number? How to find the greatest number? To find the, you see, as the remainder is 6 in this question, as the remainder is 6 in this case, so first we have to subtract the remainder from each number. From both the numbers we have to subtract the remainder. Then after whatever numbers are obtained, you take the HCF. Why? Why to take HCF? Because we are interested to find the greatest number. We are interested to find the greatest number that will divide, that divides or that will divide these two numbers, leaving remainder 6 in each case. So as the remainder is 6 in each case, first the remainder must be subtracted. See, number 3, 615 minus 6. 615 minus 6, it will be 609. And 963 minus 6. The remainder is 6 in each case. So 963, it will be 957. Now, as the remainder is 6 in each case, so we have to subtract the remainder from the two numbers. And whatever difference you got, take the highest common factor. Why to take the highest common factor? Because we want to find the greatest number that will divide these two numbers, leaving remainder 6 in each case. So after subtracting the remainder from the given numbers, we have to take their highest common factor. Now you can find the highest common factor of these two by continued division method, because these are very big, large numbers. So it will be better if you follow the continued division method or Euclid division lemma to find the HCF of these two. And the HCF of these two will be the required greatest number. Let us find out. 957 divided by 609. So put here 1, 609. 17 minus 9 is, you see, 48. 48, 9 minus 6 is 3. Now bring 609. You know what is Euclid division lemma? It is again 1, 348. 9 minus 8 is 1, 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1, 10 minus 4 is 6. This is 2. Now it is 348. Again 1, 260. 1 subtract 8, 1 is 7. 13 minus 8 minus 14 minus 6 is 8. You see 87. Now it is 261. Now put here 3. It is 261. See. At this stage the remainder is 0. So what is the smallest divisor? The smallest divisor is 87. So this will be the highest common factor. HCF. So HCF of 609 and 957 will be 87, and this will be the required greatest number. This is the required greatest number, which when divided by what? Which when divided by, which divides 615 and 963. This 87 will be the greatest number that will divide these two numbers, that is 615 and 963, so that you will get remainder 6 in each case. So that you will get remainder 6 in each case. Therefore, the greatest number will be equal to the HCF. Okay. Greatest number that will divide means this is the divisor. Okay. Greatest number that will divide these two numbers, that is 615 and 963, leaving remainder 6 in each case, is 87. Okay. So this is how to do this type of question. Now another question you see, question number 4. What is question number 4 given? Let us discuss. Find the greatest number which divides 285 and 1249. See, find the greatest number which divides these two. Which divides means again we have to find the divisor. Okay. So find the divisor or find the greatest number which when divide these two, leaving remainder 9 and 7. You see, in this case the two remainders are different. It is not same. So as the two remainders are different in this case, 9 and 7, first what we have to do? We have to subtract each remainder from the two given numbers. Okay. So in this question we have to find the greatest number which divides 285 and 1249, leaving remainder 9 and 7. As the two remainders are different, so take the difference of the remainder from the given number. That means, you see, answer 4. So first you subtract 285 minus, it is 9. Then you subtract 1249 minus 7. So what will be the difference? It will be 276. Yes, 276, and this will be 1242. Okay. So as the remainders are 9 and 7, I mean different. So we have to take the difference. So after taking the difference of the two, we want to find what? We want to find the greatest number. So you take the HCF of these two. So greatest number. Therefore, the greatest number will be equal to HCF of 276 and 1242. Let us find out the HCF of these two numbers by continued division method, because these are very large numbers. So it will be better if you find the HCF by continued division method or using Euclid division lemma. So it is 1242 divided by 276. Okay. Now what to put here? Can we put 4? Let us see. 4 6 is 24. Carry 2. 4 7 28 plus 2 30. Carry 3. Yes. It is 1104. Now subtract 8 3 1. This is 276. Now 130 into 2. See, now the remainder is 0. So at this stage the remainder is 0. Then what is the smallest divisor? 138. So this will be the HCF. This will be the HCF 138. That means this will be the greatest number. 138 is the greatest number which will divide 285 and 1249, leaving remainder 9 and 7. Okay, therefore greatest number which divides 285 and 1249, leaving remainder how much? Leaving remainder 9 and 7 is equal to how much? This is the answer. Let's say that is 138. That means if you divide, you see these two numbers. If you divide these two numbers, if you divide 285 by this number, then you will get remainder 9. And if you divide 1249 by 138, then only you will get remainder 7. Okay. So the greatest number that will divide 285 and 1249, leaving remainder 9 and 7, leaving remainder 9 and 7 is 138. Okay. So this type of question you will answer in this manner. Children, I hope whatever questions I discussed in this particular class you must have understood. If at all it is true, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. So we shall discuss more questions in the next class from the chapter that is polynomial. Okay. Thank you.